Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to Druggies Lives Matter, my pot smokers Bible channel program dedicated to drug users. And the premise that the Black Lives Matter movement is actually in conjunction with this movement, so to speak. I'm trying to make a movement here. Black Druggies Lives Matter. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you use drugs, you matter. At least according to the Bible. That is my premise here. And today's episode is going to be Walk Away from Trump. Gonna do this one more time. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Time after time until you get it through that gullible head of yours. If you use drugs in any form, consider yourself to be a drug user. And call yourself a Trump idiot. Because that's what you are. If you follow Trump, you're an idiot. I can prove it with facts. And the lack of Trump GOP facts. I have heard all kinds of crap spewed out of the mouth of the GOP and Trump and all of his stupid idiot Marjorie Taylor Greene type followers. I watched my people, obvious drug users, take part in January 6th. I've seen them marching in Proud Boy uniforms and in all of the other white supremacist crap. I watched in horror as my bikers went to Sturgis last year, in the middle of a fucking pandemic, as if they were too stupid to know that science trumps Trump. To all the family members of bikers who went to Sturgis last year, my condolence on your illness and your deaths. Because you bikers who went to Sturgis last year, who lost any friend, family, coworker, or had a pandemic surge in your neighborhood and killed people, you're guilty of murder. And I do not consider you one of mine anymore. Because you're too stupid to be a true drug user. Because drug users are too intelligent to follow idiots like Trump, who is, in actuality, everything that you hate, but who spews lies out that foul mouth of his, that says everything that you want to hear. And what do? What have you done? What are you doing? And what are you going to continue to do? You're going to continue to empty your wallet into the bank account of a crook who never once, as far as I've heard from his rally speech things, has he ever addressed the drug issue. What has he promised the drug user? Absolutely nothing but more of the same. Never once did he suggest, imply, or even fathom the notion of ending the war on drugs. So what does he have for you? He cut corporate taxes down to nothing. He evades taxes at every turn. He has nothing but an ego with a bank account attached to it, which is attached to Putin. Putin pulls the strings. So any red-blooded American who grew up believing that Russia was the ultimate enemy of the United States of America is an idiot to follow Trump because Trump loves Putin. Think with your brain, not with Q's brain, not with Trump's brain, and not with the Gray's misguided brain that they feed you through your telepathic head. Now, particularly, I'm talking about the guys that smoke pot in the rotunda of the White House. Okay, on one level, I gotta say bravo. That was fucking cool. But you are a fucking idiot. Because you follow an idiot who represents, in literally every physical way, everything that oppresses you. Why would you follow somebody who would not fight for your freedom? And the biggest oppression in the United States of America is called the war on drugs. So if you do drugs and you're following somebody who is not a proponent of ending the war on drugs, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fool. And you deserve exactly what you have. An idol to worship. An idol to follow down the rabbit hole of hell. An idol to prevent you from following me. Because I stand in the shadow of and footsteps of Moses. I am challenging the entire society in the United States of America to prove to every citizen in this nation and the world over that the war on drugs is constitutional, necessary, just, or is it in actuality the prophetic oppression of the priests of God in the final days? If you use drugs and voted for Trump, I'm calling you out because you, if you remain loyal to that vile, disgusting, white racist, womanizing, pedophile, incestuous moneybag of gluttonous crap, then you are not going to be able to be a part of the exodus of the newly born nation of Zion from the corrupt, immoral, hypocritical, failed nation of America. In the foretold exodus of Zion, where we take to our tents, abandon the cities, and the police, and the corporations, and the politicians, and the banks, and we gather together as a new, united, righteous nation. A glorious, massive tent city made up of all drug users who are the leaders of the whole thing, all true believers in the actual historical Jesus of Nazareth, leader of the Essene sect of the Jewish homeland during his lifetime. Not a Christ. Because Christ is an idol. If you don't choose Jesus over Christ, you're condemned to hell. All widows, excuse me, I don't mean to be flipping you off. All widows, motherless or fatherless children and their mothers, single family household units, and all immigrants, all refugees from everywhere who find their way to the camp. You are all welcome. Anyone in America, of any profession, any money category, anyone in America who wants to join the rest of us, righteous Americans, to demand a new, better form of government, which is given to us by God. The gray aliens, who are prophesied to come join us at our camp out for freedom. So, if you want to make first contact with the gray alien UFOs flying around, if you have children by them, are an abductee, you're more than welcome to come camping with me. Now, I'm not projecting that this coming camp out that I'm having for my 59th birthday is going to be this foretold camp out. I'm not expecting that. But I will be going camping from May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd at a very small camp lake off of the Utica Exchange from Interstate 80 in Nebraska. Maybe 30 people will fit in this little campground. 30 campers maybe. That's how small it is. So I'm really not expecting it to be this great big huge massive uprising where all the righteous people gather together, come to me when I go camping, and we take a stand against the corruption that is the United States of America and say this is enough. We don't want Trump, we don't want Biden, we don't want Hillary, we don't want any of you. Because all of you are just shades of the same gray. An ugly, emasculated, dark gray. America is failed, and we want something new. So we who believe that there can be a better way, there must be a better way that we can come up with, are willing to camp out as a nation and say enough is enough. If the God of the Bible keeps his promise when we go camping, and we speak to them with our minds, what we call prayer, and we pledge to follow their laws and their ways, they will come. And they will land. And they will speak to us face to face. And hopefully, they will show us their blue skin so that you can see that they are the same aliens as depicted in the Hindu scriptures. All the aliens of the earth are either blue-skinned, gray-clad aliens or affiliated with them. So may they watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and life the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guilt choice when we get to Camp Zion. Stay happy and high if you use drugs. You have every right and reason to, and I'm the only one who's standing up and saying it. Remember that. Stay happy and high. I never say goodbye. So I'm going to say later now.